The oil-rich fields of modern-day Iraq are known as the birthplace of civilizations. According to the U.S. Energy Information Administration, Iraq's oil reserves are 112 billion barrels of oil, the second largest proven oil reserves worldwide. Yet much of the resource-rich nation remains unexplored for oil due to poor organization and disputes over who can drill there. Iraq has been plagued by poverty and violence for thousands of years. In an effort to bring the Iraqi people democratic elections and freedom from militant oppressors, U.S. combat forces entered Iraq in 2003. The U.S. presence in Iraq, while heavily disputed, has without a doubt improved living conditions for many, put millions more children into schools, and improved the status of Iraqi women. Since the invasion, the nature of the oil economy in Iraq has changed drastically. Foreign oil companies that were previously shut out from Iraq are now able to tap into the country's rich reserves, thanks to specific language in the 2005 Iraqi constitution, which was largely influenced by U.S. advisors. This new economic opportunity will be beneficial if the money gets redistributed to the Iraqi people, and not squandered by the political elite, who have historically taken oil riches for themselves and not put anything into public service programs. This practice explains why so many Iraqis are still living in poverty. Currently, the power in Baghdad rests in the hands of the U.S. military, but is slowly shifting back to Iraqi officials as the U.S. continues to train and assist the Iraqi military. Socio-ecological concerns still include rampant poverty, lack of sanitation, and unemployment in Baghdad. But Iraq does have hope. Recently, the price of crude oil has increased, which could be good news for Iraq, as the price of crude oil is a key determinant of economic prosperity. Oil is the primary determinant of the nation's metabolic flow. With such widespread unrest in the Middle East and Northern Africa, including recent demonstrations in Libya, Egypt, and Tunisia, the price of crude oil has jumped to its highest pre-invasion rate. In a country whose economy is entirely determined by the outflow of oil and inflow of oil revenues, a higher crude oil price means more money flowing into Iraq that could potentially be used to mitigate political, economic, and social issues. This is good news for Iraq, since recent oil exports have not been at capacity. Since the 1990 invasion of Kuwait, Iraq has been outputting far less oil than it is capable. This, in addition to the fact that much of the country remains unexplored for oil reserves, means that Iraq's capacity to output oil could be far greater than it is today.